Hello, Gemini. Elsie here to do a bonus read for you, my friends. Look, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your attention on my videos. Thank you for your clicks and your views, but mostly thank you for building this tribe. You guys, and even before you had reached the 1,000 clicks and views on your video for last week, I just wanted to let you know that this tribe, this Gemini tribe, is growing the fastest on Ten of Cups Tarot, and I love that. There were 30 new Geminis that joined Ten of Cups Tarot last month, and I am so grateful for it because I love this Gemini energy. It's cerebral, it makes me think, these are intelligent reads, and not like they all aren't, but you know, you're a cerebral kind of energy, and I get to see the good with the bad, right? You're the dual energy, the duality of it. So I really have been enjoying doing these readings, so thank you for that. So when I come and I do a bonus read, my friends, I do not date or time it. I'm just going to throw tarot and we're going to find out what's going on. It may or may not relate to you. It may not resonate because this is a general reading. And as long as you remember all that, we're going to be doing just fine here, right? And we have been up till here. So this is my great big thank you for you. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us what is up for Gemini, please. Tell us what's up for Gemini. What's coming up for Gemini? Tell me about Gemini, please. Okay, what's going on? I thought something was going to fall and it didn't. Sorry. Here we go. All right, we got the Five of Swords. What's that for? Tell me about the Five of Swords here. Tell me why the Five of Swords is here for Gemini. We have, oh, you're kind of sick of the same old thing. That's what it feels like right away. It feels like you're sick of the damn hamster wheel, Gemini. And whether that hamster wheel is in your head or it's with a person or with somebody, it feels like whatever it is, we keep going round and round and we never get a resolution. And it's becoming boring already. The Four of Cups is the place where nothing's really happening. I'm not giving you my energy. You're not giving me your energy. But when we do talk, it's like we cannot come to a place where we can agree on anything. It feels like, and it feels like it breaks your heart. I want to say that this person has a piece of your heart already, and it really does hurt when they turn their back on you and they stop talking to you. It feels like with the Five of Swords, somebody throws down their swords and keeps moving. There's healing that needs to be done here. We need healing. So Temperance is, I want to say to you, be patient. Be patient, be kind, try and keep your balance. I feel like somebody here just needs space. I'm looking at the Four of Cups and this person is it feels like it's cloudy around them. They can't really figure out what it is that they want. I think what they want is for you to hold the umbrella while it rains. Like I feel like they just want somebody to notice that they're having a hard time. I want to say that this Five of Swords is something though. It does feel like yeah, I'm just looking here. This person has a piece of this person's heart. So we've got a feminine and a masculine here. Take it as it resonates. But we have somebody here who just cannot seem to, we can't seem to get on the same page here. To me, it's like an irreconcilable difference. It's like we have something that, you know, like I can't agree with you, you can't agree with me. And every time we talk about this thing or bring it up, we end up fighting and turning our backs to each other. I feel like you want to heal it, but I feel like somebody's ignoring you. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. We have the Four of Swords. It's about getting stability in the mind. It's about being patient and waiting for the healing to come. It feels like somebody here needs some space right now, whether it's you or them. And we have the Fool. So this is going to start up again. So I want to say that if somebody here is worried because you're maybe in disconnect with someone because of a hard conversation that you had, it feels like there's two people here, or you with a group of people, or your family, or a friend. Take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be in love, but it feels like there is something here that we can't agree on with the Five of Swords, and it's really breaking your heart. That's what it feels like. Somebody's turned their back to you, and they're waiting for you to chase them, or waiting for you to come to them, or call them, or text them. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. It's like, you know, this path has stopped. It's like the passion, the excitement, it is all stopped because we've had this argument, things that we don't really agree on, right? Things that we can't agree on, that it's like it's something that has to be put aside and that we can't talk about because we keep fighting about it and we can't seem to come to an agreement. The Four of Swords is telling me that there needs to be far more healing and balance in the cerebral area. So the Four of Swords is like we're not really talking to each other. It's like little to no communication, but it's also about healing. And so I want to say that somebody here needs some healing. Both of these cards are about healing and getting balance, right? Balance in the mind. So I want to say that allow this person, if this is you I'm talking about and someone else has got their back turned to you and is not giving you any of their energy and you're getting bored with it, I would say allow that person to have their time, because sometimes that's all it takes, right? For someone to think it out. Things look a little bit brighter in the morning sometimes, and maybe sometimes after a week, right? But I want to say that the Ace of Wands being in the reverse tells me that everything here that you had planned or that was planned on this path here has come to a screeching halt. I feel like we're going to resume here, or there's going to be some sort of a new beginning here. Let's find out what's going on. Tell me about the Five of Swords, please, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini. What are we arguing about here? What is it that we cannot agree on? I'm just going to pull this down a bit here. Tell me what it is that we cannot agree on. Some sort of a decision that needs to be made. A decision that is actually going to change your path. It's a big decision. And I think that you need to make it with somebody or you need to make it about somebody. So there's a big decision here about whether I make this decision and go on this other path, or that I try this again. I try and go back with this person. I try this again. It feels like, for some of you, it's going to be like, we're going to try again. I'm going to talk to this person. I'm going to go chase them, talk to them, get them to talk to me. And then we're going to try this cycle again. And for others of you, it's like, I need to make a decision about this because it's not going away. It feels like the Five of Swords is not going away. We have the Five of Wands. And so somebody is sort of in indecision about whether or not they should make this big decision, because either way, it's going to change your path. Either you're going to go back into the cycle with this person. They could be someone who is a water energy, possibly Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have Aries here, possibly. We also have Sagittarius here. So we have Virgo and Pisces as well. So it feels like there is some indecision. I'm not really sure what move to make next. It feels like we're in a chess game, or it feels like I need to make a really careful move. My next step needs to be really careful. It feels like you're having sort of some arguments within the self even. We've got the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. And the good thing about the fives, for me as a reader, when I see 1 5, it's lack, right? And that's what we saw in the Five of Swords. But when the Five of Wands comes along, 2 5s to me is quick change. So I feel like the decision will be made, or you'll decide to go on your own trajectory, or you'll decide to go back to this person and work it out. And either way, it doesn't feel terrible or bad. It feels like it's just a decision that needs to be made, because somebody here is in indecision. I don't know what step to do next. I'm not really sure what to do. I guess the next step is we have to have a conversation about it. A very clear, concise conversation. We have to be honest. And it's like I can't be worried about hurting your feelings. I finally just got to be very honest about it. We've got the Ace and we've got the Five of Swords. So it feels like somebody here is making a really big decision. I think it's you, Gemini, that you have decided that you need to make this decision. And whether you decide to go back or whether you decide to try again or go on your own path, I feel like for the Five and Ace is telling me that the possibility of you moving on from this person and leaving them in their own chaos and going to the calm is a very real opportunity that you're looking at here. So for some of you, you're looking at going to this person who might be the water sign, who's very emotional and overly emotional about things, and you're going to try again. For others of you, you're going to make a decision to move on because you just can't seem to please this person, it seems. Tell me about the Temperance, please. Why do we have Temperance here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? We have the Six of Swords. There it is. We call it out and it's here, right? 5 and 1 is 6, and then all of a sudden the Six of Swords pops out. So I feel like that's part of the plan of healing. I want to say that you're kind of toggling with the idea of I need to talk to you and I need to not be careful about what I say. I need to be honest and clear about what my expectations are or what the next move is going to be. And the Six of Swords is the next move could definitely be moving on by myself, moving away. We have the six of Swords, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So it feels like It feels like you're abundant. I want to say that you are abundant on your own, Virgo. You could have Taurus or Libra energy. You don't have to, but when the Empress shows up, it is a big deal. All the queens are in the room when the Empress is there. I feel like you're the one who brings the balanced energy. I want to say you're the person who's got a lot of wisdom. You feminine or masculine. Don't pay attention. There's a woman on the card, but please understand women have masculine energy as well. And I feel like if you move on, you're abundant. You really don't need anybody's help in doing what you're doing, being abundant, being balanced, connected to the universe, creating whatever it is you want to create. And the thing is that with the Ace of Wands in the reverse here, Gemini, it feels like there's no creation going on right now. And it feels like you're a creator. You're a person who creates your own path. You create families. You create love. You create balance. Like, it feels like you're a creator of your own life, right? And I want to say that with the Empress here and the Knight of Pentacles, it's like you're moving away from this person. Every time you have this same argument about this same thing over and over again, you're moving a little bit further away from this person slowly. And I feel like you're like, I really don't need them. I don't need the drama. I don't need the drama of all of this. And it's like every time you have this argument, you move a little bit further away from them. Tell me why the Ace of Wands is in the reverse, please. We have the Eight of Wands. We need to talk about it. We need things to move forward. The Tower. Woo. Oh boy. All right. We're having a conversation about this. Look, I feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody, and maybe it's not a love relationship, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a family member, take it as it resonates. It's going to be different for all of you. But I feel like what's going on here is that the passion has stopped. I no longer have passion for this situation. The situation has stopped me dead in my tracks. I'm no longer creative. It's like somebody is draining the creative and excitement juices out of you. That's what it feels like. Somebody's very draining on your mental health. So we do have the Eight of Wands. It's like you want to talk about it. You want to move forward. Let's move forward. Let's get over this hump and let's figure out what's going on here. But the Tower, I feel like you've been holding this together for a really long time, and maybe by yourself. It does feel like whoever you're dealing with here, and I don't know if they're a water sign or not, but it feels like whoever you're dealing with is somebody who's a little bit dramatic. I want to say that they get very overly emotional and very dramatic when things don't go their way or when you disagree with them. It feels like they don't handle things on sort of an adult to adult basis, that they sort of stomp off and give the silent treatment. This person's got their back to you. If that's what it feels like here. And it feels like you've been trying to hold everything together in this relationship for a while, whoever the relationship is with. And the Knight of Wands, you're like, I can't spend any more time sitting here. I don't have any more time to spend sitting here waiting for you to stop moping, waiting for you for me to bend to your will constantly. That's what it feels like. So it feels like the Tower is midst. And what we need here is an upheaval and a change in order to get yourself out of the Ace of Wands in the reverse. It feels like you want to move ahead. It's like with the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands, it's like we need to take a path forward or we need to let the Tower fall. Like we need to get past the Five of Swords or we just need to let the Tower fall. Tell me about the Four of Swords, please. We've got the King of Pentacles. We've got the Page of Wands. I think you're going to give it one more go. I think you're going to connect with this person after you've had your time by yourself to heal the mind, heal the self. I feel like there's been intermittent to no communication with this person. And I feel like the Page of Wands is here to say, I think I'm going to reach out again one more time and try and get some stability with this person. Maybe it's finances that you guys don't agree on. Whatever it is that you don't agree on brings you to a place where we can't agree on something. So maybe it's finances. It could be, it doesn't have to be. Your person could be someone who's a water sign. Maybe it's an Empress. Maybe I feel like the Empress does indicate, though, that there is a lot of abundance here, that you've decided that you're going to face the abundance and maybe move forward a little at a time to see if this person is going to follow or not, because the Empress doesn't need anybody, right? But the King of Pentacles, I feel, is someone who does have the Midas touch. Everything they touch turns to gold. This person doesn't really have to find the opportunities find them. I feel like you're finding the opportunity to heal something, maybe stability. Maybe you want to get more stable in this relationship. And I feel like you are going to reach out to this person and speak with them again, or maybe they'll reach out to you. Take it as it resonates here. The Knight of Swords, there you are. Gemini, that's you, right? So I feel like you're the one that's going to reach out with something to say. And I feel like the reason that the King of Pentacles is here now is because you intend on speaking to someone here about some big changes that need to be made. Like, I feel like you're about to seize the moment to be very direct and very impactful with the things that you say, very specific about the way that you're speaking to this person. And I feel it feels like you're tired of tippy-toeing around somebody, that you just need to be honest with your words. And I feel like what you're reaching out to them for is because you really do want stability. I don't think this is a throwaway relationship. I feel like you really do want stability. You want to be grounded and solid with this person. I feel like you want them to be dependable and you want to be dependable, but you need the dependability as it pertains to conversation, talking about things with our words, being adult about situations, right? And it feels like you're going to reach out with this person and be very honest with them. Look, I don't want to deal in this anymore. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Like, you're going to have to learn how to figure things out as an adult without pouting when you don't get your way. Tell me about the Fool, please. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini. Gemini, if you're interested in a private read, you can look below this video. Click on more. You will see the link to Wizio, where you can book me beginning at $40 if you're interested in a reading on your own energy. Tell me about the Fool, please. We have the Justice card. The truth is coming out, my friend. We have the Eight of Pentacles. And we have the Magician. So I feel like you are willing to work on it. I want to say you're willing to give this thing another go. For some of you, I feel like the Judgment card is the end of the line. The Judgment card is, I'm taking this path. I'm moving away from you slowly. I'm going to not shut the door on you, but I'm going to take my foot off the gas really slowly. I'm going to focus on healing the self, focus on being abundant by myself, and going over the details of why I need to do that. For others of you, you're going to give it another go. And that's why the Fool is here. I feel like the Judgment card is trying again, coming back and giving it another shot. And I feel like, by the way, that this feels like it's multiple times that you've been doing this, because I think that while this person's dealing with it by pouting and moving off site, or not talking to you, or giving you the silent treatment, I feel like you're the person who just wants to look at it head on. So with the Fool card here, we do have Judgment. The truth is coming out, and we really need to work on the truth. We need to get some balance here. We really need to put the hard work in on it. And maybe we need to work on ourselves individually, right? Because that's what it is. It's about self. The eights are about self, and it is about self-mastery, right? So maybe it's time to be, very honest with this person, let the truth come out, and oh yeah, that's a song actually. What is that? It's Sarah Bareilles. Say what you need to say and let the words fall out. I want to see you be brave. And this is what you are. That's Gemini energy. You are brave, right? So for those of you who are brave, you're going to be brave and say, look, I just need the truth. I need to figure out whether we can get balance in this or not, because I've been working really hard on myself and this situation. I'm the Magician. I can't be held down. You can't keep me in the hat. I got to pull myself out of the hat. It's like you are, Gemini, someone who is very skilled, very capable on your own. I feel like you've been working on yourself for a really long time here. It feels like you're very determined and very skilled. And I feel like that is all the Empress is, right? Feminine or masculine. That's everything that the Empress is. And I feel like you're ready. I need to push forward. I need this thing to get traction. I need to move forward. And if this person's not willing to do it, I think you're really willing to check out. Tell me what the outcome is here. What's the possible outcome for Gemini in this situation? We've got the Six Pentacles, we've got the Three of Pentacles, and we've got the Three of Cups. So Six Pentacles is, I'm going to give you reciprocity. I absolutely will. If we can get some stability in this relationship, the stability is, can we go back to the time when we were friends? Are you on my team or not? Are you on my team? Because I'm on your team. And it feels like you probably will take this person out or invite them out. Maybe there's a celebration. It does feel like that this, for some of you who are deciding to try this over again, it feels like it does have a positive outcome. It does have a positive outcome. We have threes here. And threes, they are about growth, right? They're about new journeys. They're about... it's about past, present, and future, too. Yeah. So I feel like there's going to be a really big talk that goes on. It feels like the last stab at the cat. I don't think we're stabbing cats, but you know what I mean? It's the last kick at the cat. We're not kicking cats either. But you know what I mean? I feel like this is the last chance. I feel like you're willing to give somebody here reciprocity with the Six of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is, I feel like you say to them, look, are you on my team or not? Are we on each other's team? Is this a partnership? Can we get some stability and can we let it grow? I think for some of you, it does end up in a very happy situation. For others, this Three of Cups for you is representing you asking this person out so you can talk about it, because some of you are going your own way, right? Some of you have decided that you're not dealing with someone who doesn't know how to deal with their feelings. King of Cups, yeah. So it feels like for some of you, you're going to go your own way. The King of Cups, I feel like it's like you need to take the lead and you need to do what's best for you. And that's what Scorpio would do. I need to do what's best for me. I can't wait around all of, and the thing is that when we're dealing in feelings here, this person is not really giving you anything on the surface, so you're returning that. But I feel like we're dealing in energies that are not compatible. I want to say we've got a king here and we have an empress here, which I feel are energies that are bossed up, right? We're looking at kings and queens, and I feel like that's your energy. But then I feel like we've got the Four of Cups here. And I feel like somebody is like, it's almost like manipulation. And so I feel like you have a decision to make here. And the decision is, do I let the tower fall? Do I talk about this and just let the tower fall as it will? Or do I carry on? Tell me about the tower, please. Death. For some of you, it's over and you're going to take this path. For others of you, I feel like you're going to go the loop again with the Judgment card. You're going to try this thing again and hope it works out. You're going to have one last stab at it. You're going to talk to somebody and ask if it's going to work. Look, we're in love. Is it going to work? If we have enough deep love for each other, it's got to work. But I feel like this person at this point, Gemini, is kind of holding you back. I want to say they want you to do what they want to do, but you're a leader, man. You're a leader. You've got this amazing energy, this magic within you. You've been working really hard on yourself to get your balance. And this person is like, it's a bit of manipulation. It feels like emotional manipulation. For some of you, you might decide that you're going to end it. And for others of you, you might decide that you're going to carry on with it. But you need to end this cycle first before you can carry on with it. We got your energy here, Gemini, the Lovers, right? You need to make a choice. It's like you need to make a choice here. Are you going to end it? Or is there going to be achievement and a milestone here? It's all up to you, my friend. I'm going to go. I'll leave that right there. Thank you, Gemini, for all the ways you love on this channel. I'm going to go and I'll be back because I'm always back. Take care, sweetheart. Bye-bye.